おいおい、みんなちょっと落ち着けって。ベリースター。
Yo, it's your boy Luap coming back at it again with another video. In today's video, I will recap and review Pokemon Journeys episode 87, the Ice Queen and GLACEON, as well as give my predictions for episode 88, Trial Mission, the Deep Sea Diver Research Team. If you guys enjoy episode reviews as well as recaps each and every week, then I highly suggest you hit the like button and subscribe, as it truly helps support the channel. But with all that being said, let's recap the events of episode 87. This episode begins with our character of the day, Regina, arriving at Vermilion City after moving from wherever she's from. It then cuts to Ash, Go, and Chloe leaving the lab to go to school, and Ash is feeling nervous about going. While the gang is on their way to school, Chloe senses something and sees Regina playing with her GLACEON at the park. Shout out to my boy Starmeister, as his two favorite Pokemon appear in this shot, albeit barely. Go gives a presentation on his friend Ash, which was totally cute and really highlights how good of friends that they have become. We finally get introduced to Regina properly, and it turns out that she's a transfer student because her parents are working in the city, so she'll be around for a short time. I wonder how many episodes we'll actually see her. Regina has to leave GLACEON in the garden while she's at school, but GLACEON senses that Regina might be in danger, so it comes to her aid and uses Blizzard on all of the students. As it turns out, the reason that Regina's parents came to Vermilion City is because they wanted Professor Cerise to take a look at GLACEON and see if they can fix it. Going back to the school, now we can see that most of the other students don't want to talk to Regina anymore after the Blizzard incident. All of those except Chloe, who rushes to be her friend. Regina goes to the teacher's office thinking she's going to be expelled, but Chloe, Ash, and Go rush into to convince the teacher not to do it. Regina sends out her GLACEON and goes for a Blizzard, but Regina orders it not to, and it suddenly collapses. At the lab, Cerise is treating it, and Chloe has a dawn moment.
大丈夫、大丈夫。
The professor basically says that when it starts getting too worked up, its temperature drops too low, and thus this happens to GLACEON. After rekindling her relationship with her parents, suddenly Regina is inspired to change, and she goes back to school and apologizes to everyone. She then decides to make a winter playland, and they all have the kids play there. Ash's Dracovish makes an appearance, Dugong makes an appearance, Draktozolt makes an appearance, and they all went crazy, making a really awesome playland. Finally, the episode ends with them receiving a package saying that Regina is doing much better and actually is doing some battles now. Now it's time for my thoughts on the episode. This episode was a pretty good episode that handled Regina's depression and bullying very well. Journeys is trying to get us in our feels at the end of the year with having all these emotional episodes so close to each other. I'm talking about the Cleffa episode. Chloe, who started the series as a lost soul, has really found her place recently and acted as an amazing big sister to Regina. It's random, but I do like how Regina has her GLACEON nickname. I think it's Micha? I don't know, it feels more like the games when characters actually name their Pokemon, and it gives them more of a personality. We have gotten more Chloe focused episodes recently, and that's really nice for her character growth overall. For my rating, I'm gonna go with a 6.5. It was a good episode, but at times it felt really odd. For one, I felt like Regina got over her sadness and bullying so quickly. Like it just took one talk from her parents and all of a sudden everything was erased. This episode also felt really empty at times, as they used quite a bit of still shots and voiceovers to relay a lot of the story. This episode was amazing for Chloe in terms of growth, but not so much for Eevee, who I think needs it more. It was able to add another move to its copycat roster, now having used Ice Beam. Just to clarify, a 6.5 is still a good episode, just nothing that I would go crazy about. I personally wouldn't want to go back and rewatch this episode a couple of times or anything, but it was still a good watch. With episode 87 over, let's take a look at episode 88's preview trailer and predict what's to come. So the preview doesn't tell us much, but it does show off Drake returning. He is of course one of Hoenn's Elite Four. He tells the gang that he's giving them this advice, but they have to help him with his job, which is treasure hunting. Go's trial mission is to catch a wild Kingdra. It was cool to see Go's Mantyke again, and Go's Dugong has to be one of his top 5 most used Pokemon, not including his starters, but hell, maybe even including them at this point. My predictions are that of course Go will complete the trial mission. I really hope that Tsurugi or Asahi don't come to their aid like they did in the last 2 missions, but I predict that they will make an appearance nonetheless. Either in the beginning or the end of the episode, perhaps briefing the mission or congratulating him at the end, or both. I also think that Drake will also use one of his Pokemon to maybe guide Go at one point. Either way, this looks like a fun episode, and I really love the Project Mew based episodes, so I'm really excited for it. So yeah, that was my review for episode 87 as well as my predictions for episode 88. If you guys enjoyed it, I highly urge you to hit the like button and subscribe. I make episode reviews every week just a few hours after the episode airs in Japan, so if you enjoy these reviews right after the episode, you know where to come. With all the returns we've had lately, Drake making an appearance soon, today's comment of the day is which character do you want to return next? And I want it to be a subtle character like Drake who made an appearance once before, but he's not a major character in the anime. Which one of those characters would you want to come back? For me, of course, it's Harrison, but if I have to be really specific to a really minor character, I'm gonna pick AJ from the original series. Again, if you made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you, and as always, it's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.